How's it now? Can you hear me? Let's do the checks. Can you hear me? Listen to me. Is everything working fine? Reply. Hello. Hello. Is mic working? Camera working? Yes. Things working fine. Cool. Very nice. Very nice. So I shifted to my desktop actually to do the live stream, and I'm happy this works. It's great. So let's start then. Why waste time? Okay. So here's the thing. We want to announcements are already done. This is the personal chat window, so that if you want to do personal chats, go and chat here. Okay. And so go and chat here and use live chats only for doubts. Make sure that you do not do anything else while I am teaching, because it distracts me. I have the chat open here, so it distracts me a little bit. So let's not do that. Let's pop out chat, and I have the chat now here. Okay. Let's begin. There were too many technical difficulties. I'm glad that it worked out finally, but at the same time it alienated few people. We lost a lot of people, right? The voice is not loud, is it? It's because I'm speaking too low. Do you want me to increase the volume of that? Audio input. Yes, the volume is completely high. You want me to talk louder? Is this fine? Guys, say. Actually, when I'm in this office setup now, I talk low because this is my office, so I can't talk very loud because it's in the brain. So anytime it is anytime it's low, you tell me. Okay, cool. Let's begin then. Let's begin. Let's start. So here are a few things which we are going to do. We'll understand what props are, but before that we'll go and see what's code sandbox is. Okay. Okay, so if you want to get started with code sandbox, it's very simple. What you need to do is, you can see my screen, right? So what you need to do is, you need to go here and just click on create code sandbox. It says there's an update available, so it's just reload it, it's fine. So this is a React app. Okay, this thing which you see is a React app here. Can you see it? Is the screen quality good? Should I zoom a little bit? I think this is better now. This is too much. This is fine. Okay, so it's good. Voice is good enough. Cool. So see, this is a simple React app, right? Anything which you do, you can see here, hello code sandbox. Okay, we say welcome to React Live 3, and this starts working. Okay, same way, if I do delete this goes away. So this is a live React thing, and you can share here. You can write, oh, once you save it, it says, I'll say React Live 3, and now I'll give this link to you. So if you go to my chat, not chat, live link update, you'll find that this is updated here. This is the link here. Okay, so this is where we are going to code today. Make sense? Good. Now we'll start with props. Okay, what is props? Props is very simple. Let me explain it to you very nicely. So suppose this is a JavaScript function, right? And suppose I have a function called function add, and I'll say num1 add 2, and I'll say function. So you say return num1 plus 2. Okay, so if you call this function add 2 with say 24, what will be the output? If I put this on, if I let's put it on the DOM itself. If I do this, what will be the output? 26, right? Why? Because there was already 2 here, and there was num1 which we passed. Okay, suppose we said something like this: const internal num equals 2. Okay, and here instead of add 2 we say add internal num, and then we call add internal num. Okay, again it's 26. Now if I change this, if I change this to 24, it becomes 48, right? And if I change this, if I change this to 33, it becomes 57. So you see there is one value which is coming from outside, and there is one value which is inside. Okay, this value is basically state, and this value is basically props in React sense. In React sense, this is props and this is state. That's it, nothing else. Okay, so props is basically the value which you pass from outside. Now let's play with props in real sense. Okay, so suppose this add internal num instead of 57. This is actually function, right? What if we, instead of returning num1 plus this thing, we start returning say, let's play with this little bit. We start returning, wait, so we start returning a div. We say div, and inside that div we return whatever we were returning earlier, or we say your sum is 24, sorry, internals num plus. Now instead of doing this, what we can do here is we can say props. So whatever comes, it comes in props. So you say props dot number or num. Okay, bear with me, you will understand what I'm trying to do here. So if we now do, just one second, sorry, this JavaScript component should always start from, sorry, React add internal num, add internal num, and we say num equals 33, and if we remove this, now what's there, it is giving add internal num is not defined because this function is below. So we take this and do it here, add internal num, function add internal num equals to 33. What's the error? Value is never used. It is being used. Add internal num, return div sum div. What's the problem? It says spell. Thank you. Add internal num. Yes, so it's working. So you saw how we took a function, if you remember whatever it is, if you see whatever it is, and then I just took a function, and instead of returning just the number, we started returning a DOM, a JavaScript, HTML, okay, a prepared HTML. So this is returning div. This exactly what props is. Props is where now you can use it as a component instead of using it as a function. So if we want to have this as a header, now let me save this. You saw what I did right now, and I have an exercise for you. So the exercise is very simple. Exercise is here. Let me give you another exercise now, because you just saw me doing things. Let's see how you can do it. Exercise number one. Uh, Exercise number one is get the header element out. Okay, and you have the link here. What I need is, there is something called, uh, you will create a component live header, and in that component you will take a heading equals something, whatever it is. Say welcome to live. Pay attention, this is for you. You will do welcome to live, and then this should render this live header, this should render this part, welcome to React Live. Can you do that? Go ahead. Sorry, but where is the link? The link is here. Let me update this for you. You can always see this here. If you refresh this page, this is our running live nodes. Get the header element. Okay, this is here now. This is what you need to do. This is your first exercise. Okay, here is the link. Again. This is where we'll do everything. So now what you have to do is, you have to copy this. What you do, I'll show you. You have to go to this link, then you have to fork it out. Fork your own sandbox. I won't do it, but you have to do it. So fork your sandbox and take this out for me, and then put the link here in the chat so that I can see how good you are doing. I'll check few of the homework. Let's take 5 minutes and do this, so that you also learn what to do. So this is the fun of live, right? Because this is the fun of live, because I want to give you homeworks, not homework, class. If you don't do these things, if you just see me coding, you will just forget everything, and that's what happens with every person who does React development. They just go and see a tutorial. They say, "Oh, I know this." The moment they have to write code, they're like, "Oh my God, what to do?" But now, since you're doing this, you will understand what to do. So what we need to do is, again, I'll repeat if you have not understood this. This is what I need. Okay, I will need to put it here, and this should replace this basically. Okay, let's do that. Let's try that. Having fun? Let me know when you are done. If you are done, send me the link here in chat. I want to check how good you are. Excuse me. If you are done, send me the link. Let's see how good or bad you are. No, saying done won't work. Is this not working? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Someone say yes, please. Say yes. Can you hear me? No, looks like you can't hear me. Yes, you can. Thank you. Thank you. So if you can hear me, then please send me the link, ra? Okay, okay, done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you send me the link if you're done with the homework? Not homework. If you're done with the exercise, can you send me the link? You have to send the link, no? Hi, Abhishek. This is lovely. I love this setup, live, exercise, coding, all of it together. Rahul, you missed the first homework. No problem. We'll do a repro. Don't worry about it. Okay. Is anybody done with the exercise? No? I sent you. Where did you send it, Shikesh? I don't see the link anywhere. Send me the link here. Oh. So when you're doing live session, when we will use VS Code, Aryansh, this is VS Code. Code Sandbox is VS Code. There's no. I too sent. Then why are the links not coming? I don't see a link here. Why? Where is your link? I see Sushil has sent a link, but I don't see any other link here. This is VS Code. Okay, so since nobody is sending me a link, why is your link not here? Offline version of VS Code. Why do you want to use offline version of VS Code, dude? This works well, no? If it's working well, why break it if it's working? Right? Live chat. Everything is working. Okay, so here it is. How you will do this is very simple. Let me go back and show this to you. And here I am back. Okay, so Sushil has sent me the link. Let's see, Sushil, if your link is working. Few minutes, please. Few minutes. It's too much time. Open link in new tab. Let me see if Sushil's thing is working or not. Let's see. They're not working. Who's this? Sushil's, is it? Sushil, your link is not working. Where? This was not the homework, right? Exercise, sorry. Only mods can attach link. Oh, is it? This is bad. Why can only mods attach link? This is not done. I don't see a setting wherein I can ask you to put links as well. Wait, let me see. Approved users. No, I just saw the setting. There is no such thing. Start your course on Unacademy. Why, man? Is YouTube Live not working for you? Okay. So if you cannot, last time we were able to send links. Why is this that only mods can attach link? Okay, let me see that as well. Shoo. I saw the settings. We have moderators. We have hidden users. We have blocked words. We have. Let me show it to you also. See, if I allow all comments. Let's see now if it works. Save. Let's see if this works now. Can you send me a link and check? Okay, still not able to. Okay, so here's the thing. Then what you do is you go to this chat here, this one. Okay, this is, go to this personal chat and put your links here. Maybe how many things can I use for once? That is also a problem. Put your links here, and since I can't open it on my desktop, since I can't open it on my desktop, someone will, I think Sushil is there, and some other, I'll make our reconnection. Okay, don't paste the code here. I will just check your answer whether it's working or not. Okay, here it is. So if you want to do something like this, if you want to do live header, what you want to do is you do say function live header, and you'll say props. I'll show you one more trick here, okay, just wait. So what you need to return is a h1 tag, right? H1 tag, and you need to say props dot header or heading. That's it. And if I remove this, now if I uncomment this and I take this here and put it here and remove this one, it just works, right? Live header heading, welcome to live 3. Okay, I can't see the link. So once this is done, let me show you one more thing. So you have props, right? This is your props, is what you are giving. If we want to there's something called destructuring in ES6. So what you can do is you can just say heading like this, and it will take heading out of that props object, and this will also work. You will see this kind of code when you are reading tutorials or something, and this is what it is called as destructuring. See, this also works, right? Other thing which you can do is, suppose you have, I'm just showing you a few things so that when you see this code somewhere, you will know what is working and what is not working. You can do like this and do equals props, and this again is destructs answers. Let me try this. Can edit, copy link, done. Here, let's try if you can put your answers here. Okay, let's go back. So now when you see your code, right, you see it looks very nice. It has semantic meaning. This is a header, this is a internal num functionality, which you give a number, it says your sum is with internal number is this. So basically this is state, right, as I told, and this is how React works, and this is how props work. Props are very useful when you want to take these functionalities outside. State is useful when you want to put some logic inside. Okay, so this app is passing heading and number to these components, right? So if you have to pass, if the parent has to pass something to the child, it will use props. That's very simple. Okay, now let's do something more. Let's do something more now. Okay, so you see this code, you don't need to shift to code pen. This is something which Sushil actually made last night for us. This is a JavaScript object. Okay, let's see what we want to do with this. If I have this JavaScript array, okay, close this. If I have this JavaScript array, let's remove all of this. We don't need this, so I don't need this. Let's just have h1 trying props more. Okay, and trying props, and here it is. So suppose I have this JavaScript object and I put it here for now. Let's say const successfully in 30 minutes. Thank you. So if I go up, I have calorie data, and I want to show this calorie data here. What will I do? Simple. We'll map on the data. We'll say calorie data dot map, and we'll say food item div food item dot name. Okay, and this will show you this whole paneer, butter, ghee, apple, banana. Now suppose I want to see some more stuff. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do div here, and in this I'll do span, sorry, and control X, and then if I want to see, come on, see, then if I want to see the what are the other fields, measure and calories, I can see it here, right? But this looks very ugly. Not forking because this is very simple. You can see the video and do it yourself later as well, so you don't need to fork here. So now see this BR. Don't need a break. I want to show you something. So if you see right now the code, right, you see that this food item, I'm repeating this word food item, right? So this is why you do that destructuring, so that if you have it here, see this code. Okay, so if you have it here, and if you have name, measure, and even if you see it, it is telling you what all fields are there, then you can just remove this, and this still works, right? This still works. Now the exercise which we both need to do right now is this div here, right? We need to take this out and make it a component. Okay, take this out and make it a component, and pass these things as props. That's the thing which you need to do. Okay, let's do the exercise. So again we have, let's remove this, and we have an exercise 2 for everyone. Number 2, this is get the food component out. How will you get it? This should look something like this. Say food details, and then props is name equals name, and then you go ahead and think of what to do. I want you to think about it and do this, and I'll check the we want it here. Sorry, please send the array of items. Here is the array of items, but you don't need to have it. No, you can just use this code sandbox now, fork from here, so you will get all of the data here. Okay, you don't need to have the array of items for yourself. You don't need the calories array. The calories array is here, everything is here. That's why I am coding it live on code sandbox, so that you have the data all the time. Whatever I am doing, that code is with you as well. All you need to do is you need to go fork and do your own thing. Understood? So what I want is, instead of all of this, you have to have something like this here. Okay, let's see how many of you can do it. See, React is mostly about practice, and it's like programming. It's not that I can teach you. Put the CodePen link as well. That's the link I have put 100 of. Just do this. Have this link with you. There are only 2 links. There are only 2 links. Just keep this link with yourself. There are only 2 links. Okay, everything is here. Just keep this link with you and everything is here. Everything is here. If you see, this chat link is here, this code sandbox link is here, and all the exercises are here. Okay, done. Let me know when you're done. Here are the exercises. If you are done, you put your answer here. Let's see. Last time method was good, then we used to have links of every topic with codefin for later version. Yeah, but this topic is very small. I mean, you don't need link for every topic. There's like hardly 10 lines of code, and you have to improve. You cannot have the same way of learning when you are a beginner and then after that you have become a expert now. So this, you have the same link. This way you have the same link and you work on it progressively. You don't need to have 10 links for this small thing, right? I can fork if you want, but then it will just create a lot of um what will you call, a lot of work for me and for you as well to go to different links. This is simple. Can you do, is anybody done with the exercise? No, nobody's done. Let me put this also here. Da, 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 da. Put your solutions here. Google Docs. Let me know once you're done with the exercise. This opens the Google Docs. Yes, very good. Let's do it. Put it in on the Google Docs if you want. Here it is. Just go and see. Here is the Google Docs link. This looks so nice, running notes in MD, and you have all the exercises here. So I'm going to do the exercise now so that we don't have to wait for a long time. So instead of doing this, how to take a component out is very simple. Okay, if I see someone has put the answer, very nice. Naman, you are late. It's okay. Let's see whose answer is this. It would be easier if you put your name here. Okay, so here you are. This is not the answer. Why is this not the answer? This is just your link. You forgot to save. You have to save. Let's see Rishikesh answers. You have to save. Let's see if this is working. Oh, still you guys are not saving or what? You guys are not saving your changes. This is my thing. Or is it that it's opening the same RBZVP. This is mine. You have to fork and save. See, this is wrong. Yeah, now you're doing it right. Don't worry, we'll learn slowly. We'll learn, all of us. Let's see if now I have an answer, proper answer. Function food details, props, map, div, food details, data, calorie data. Awesome. This is awesome. Very nice. This is really good. This is good answer. Thank you so much. This is nice. This is awesome, by the way. You did, just to show everyone again what it is. Where is it? So he took function food details out. Return calorie data dot map. Now calorie data is here. You do map. You do calorie data. With one calorie data, it saves you. Now here is a problem. Okay, this is basically you are doing all of it outside. What I wanted was one each, like this part outside, not this part outside, but it's okay. Still you understood what to do and you did it. That is awesome. So what I want is, if you do here, let's do it, food pill, name it anything, name equals name, measure equals measure, and calories equal calories. Okay, and it says food pill is not defined. Alt C, says food pill is not defined. Say no problem, we'll define it. How will we define it? We'll say function food pill, we'll say props, we'll define it later, and we'll return this, and here we'll just copy and paste this. I'm on a call. Okay, thank you. So if I do this, should it work? Yes, it works very nicely. Okay, so now you have understood how props work. Now suppose instead of doing this, first let's cut the, it's hogging my entire screen, so let's cut the array and take only few. Slice, sorry, slice 0, 10. Okay, okay, now we are going to the next stage of this. We did this, we have done some exercises. I hope you are coding with me too. And so Aryansh, once I move on, it's anyway the answer is out, right? So you don't need to, I don't need to review each and every answer. Any one is fine, because now you have the answer. It works. Alright, it's not individual coding session. We all are viewing to it. Maybe people will be view the recording of it. So let's see. If app is here and food pill is here and you have all of this, this works very nicely. Now suppose I want to do something. This is props, very nice. Suppose with this I want to do something more. I want to, if I click on something, it should tell me what is being clicked. Okay, so let's do that. How will we do that? We'll pass a function, and before that let's restructure the code little bit. Okay, so we'll take this command X and we'll put it here. We'll say food footpill.js. Okay, this will teach you a little bit about how to put the code as well, like how to restructure code. So if you are doing this, what you have to do is you have to import React from React like this, then it will work. Now see, it's saying that this is not used, so what you need to do is you need to say export default footpill. Now to use this again, if you see, its error is saying that footpill is not defined. To use this, what you need to do is you need to import it, and to import it you need to do it like this, import. And this is the reason I was not doing it in CodePen, because I wanted to show you how to write code properly and not everything is written in one file. So we do import footpill from footpill, and the moment we do this, we get the footpill back. See, the error went away from here. Okay, now I have data again. I have data. I will take this data, the entire data. It says calorie data is not defined, no problem. What we'll do is we'll say source, and we'll say new folder data, and inside that folder we'll create calorie data.js, and here we'll just say this, and we'll say export. So this is exported. Now you need to import it. You need to import it using import calorie data from data shift from data slash calorie data. What is the problem? Export const calorie data. Yes, it is there. If I imported calorie data from data slash calorie data.js, calorie data should be here now. It says property slice of undefined, because I did not do export default. See, these are the issues which you will run in when you are coding. If you don't default, now that is another problem. You can't define a const and default together. So what you do is you do it like this, and then you go here at the end and say export default calorie data. Okay, once you do this, you save. Now it should work. Come on, slice of undefined y. It has name string import calorie data. What is wrong with you? Speak louder. Okay, so we have const calorie data here, and if we took this out and export default calorie data, then this should just work. Import calorie data. Let me see why it's not working. Console.log. This happens all the time. Wow, now it started working. How is console doing this? Okay, so there was no problem, it was not refreshing. So see, your code is now clean. Now you know, okay, this is here, this is there. Now suppose try let carrot. So no, it was not refreshing, that's why it was not working. Okay, so suppose you want something like whenever you click here, it should show here. Okay, so we have passed data as props. What I'm trying to show you is how to pass event handlers as props as well. Okay, so suppose I wanted to pass something like that. I would say on footpill click equals just for now, let me show you. If I have to pass something like that, I can write a function inline like this and say console.log foot this was clicked. Okay, for now let's do this, and if I have to put this, if I have to listen to this, what I need to do is I have to say on click equals Let's see what's the name was. The name was on foot will click. This now this see that your data came as props, even your action handler comes as props. So all you have to do is you have to say on click and this should work. Now let's open the console for now. See if it works or not. No, not working. Why? On foot will click. You have to say this was clicked. Yeah, this should work. I am clicking on div, but this is not working. Let me see if this is not working. What could be the reason? Is this working? Console.log. This is working. No. Is the console not working or what? There is some problem with this, which I don't know. Hi, programmer's world. On foot will click console log. This was clicked. This should be clicked now. Is the console not working? Shift I. Something wrong. I don't know what is wrong. New event handler function. This is a new event handler function. Div on click equals this should generally work. So basically you can put this up console.log. This is working, and this logs, but with here there is some problem in this mode. I don't know about the browser. It's working in your computer. This is weird. Why is this working somewhere else and not working here? Code Sandbox is buggy. That is fine. Yeah, see, shit man, so much time wasted unnecessarily. Okay, so this is working. Now if I have to pass the prop here, if I have to, instead of this, if I use the on foot will click and save this again just so that it works. This was clicked. Now it's showing this was clicked. Okay, now if I want to see which one was clicked, okay, like which foot pill was clicked, what I can pass here is I can do something like this. I can create a small function here and call that function with the name. Okay, and to handle this here, I'll get name now here, and this was clicked, and I can say name, and this will work. So just to iterate what happened, if you have on click, you give it a function, okay, a function which calls on foot click with name when clicked. So you give a callback function which calls a function with the name, and then this is the function, right? This is a function which you are giving to that on foot. You get the name and you console it. So you said this was click butter, apple, grapes, banana, whole milk, mango. This works, right? So how long have we been streaming now? It's been quite long now, 51 minutes. So this is how in props you can pass data as well as click handler or event handler, and this is how what happens is your entire logic is here. So if I want to convert this, if I want to see what was clicked, I would first make this as a class so that I can use state right now. Class app extends react.component, and then I will have a render function and copy this entire thing into it, and it will work anyway. working, right? Now what I need to do is, and this is very simple, whenever this is clicked I need to do this dot set state, and here I will just read from this dot state dot foot clicked. Okay, I says foot clicked is not defined, cannot read null. So what you need to do is you need to define a basic value of state, and you say foot clicked is nothing right now. Okay, no foot is clicked. Shit. So you say foot click is nothing. Okay, let's put this in a h2 so that it looks better. So you have nothing clicked. If I click on something, it's showing here, but I want it to be here. Okay, so what I need to do is instead of doing console.log, what I need to do is I need to do this dot set state, and what is the state name? Foot clicked. And what will be the new value? Name. That's it, and this will work. Now if I do whole milk, ghee, grapes, musambi, banana, butter, banana, musambi. Any doubt, guys? Till now, any doubt? Is anybody there? Or you all left while I was coding? अरे भाई कोई है? Yeah, cool. So any doubt till now? Do you understand? We can pass. See, we can. This food pill is just a presentation element right now. It has no logic inside it. It has no state. It just has an on-click function and name, measure, gallery, nothing else. So it has no logic. So what in React, what you do is you don't put logic in every component. In good. So what you do is you don't put logic in every component. You take the logic out, like you took the logic out here. What I want you to do is a small exercise, very small exercise. This thing here, I don't like this. Okay, so you have learned how to take this event handler outside and put it somewhere here on top. So put the event handler here, put the click handler here. That is the exercise for you, and clean this up for me. Come on, let's do it. Okay, again same place, same thing. Let's do it. Let's clean it. The code should look very clean. Okay, this is the first exercise. Let's do the exercise 3. Let me update the exercise 3. Where is it? Okay, here. Let's do exercise 3. So you have to do two things. Exercise, get the event handler out, get the food clicked as a component in a separate file. Okay, so instead of doing this, we'll say house cleaning, and we'll write the thing here. First thing is you get the event handler out, and second thing is you get the foot clicked as a component. So this thing which you see, right? Wait, this thing which you see, right? This also should come out as a component. These are the two exercises which you need to do. Why do I have so many React live sessions? Okay, close this and here. Go ahead. Okay, this will go away and this will go away, and the code will look better and beautiful. Let's do that. If you see the exercise, there is third exercise updated. Go ahead and do it. Once done, update it here. Oh, someone is on top. I like this. Awesome. Let's do it. See, any app creation, any learning, it takes time. If you want to go very fast on something, you will not form it for a long time. Like if you see, it might have happened to you see some tutorial in 1 hour, you learn everything about React or everything about Android, and the next day you forget, because you did not listen carefully, and B, you did not practice. This is what I'm trying to do with the live sessions. You have to practice. There's no other way. Every time you have to practice, and the more you practice, the more you learn. Okay, Nikhil. So this, if you want to remove on top, this is very simple. You take this function and you give this function a name. This we have done in the revision sessions as well, and this needs to go out as a component. Okay, so while you guys are doing it, let me also try and do it. If I hope you have forked till here, you have forked uh, the code sandbox and you are doing your exercise. What's wrong? Const foot pill click handler equals name. This dot set state foot click name. This is fine. Why is this giving error? Foot pill click handler. This is exactly. Do you guys see an error here? It's this dot foot pill. Unexpected token. Why? Oh, what is wrong here now? Do you guys see any problem? You are missing parenthesis that I added, dude. Still it's not working. See? Const food. Oh, because you don't add const here. Shit. I'm forgetting. Cool. So this is done, and if I want to remove this, what I would do is I do here something like function food clicked. Okay, now instead of this, what you do is you say food clicked is the prop, and what you do here is you, and outside the food pill thing, you do food clicked equals food clicked. I want you guys to do this yourself. Do this as the exercise so that your hand gets accustomed to this kind of thing, wherein you always take this out and create smaller components. And this is how it is working right now. Okay, So if you click this, it still works, but you see how the code is getting every time I add something, I take it outside so that your code looks very nice. You have header, and you should have an header, should have a header component, function header, uh, heading, and then should return h1 and say heading. Okay, and you do header, heading, trying some more props. Now here is something which I want to talk to you about. So let me tell you something. So why am I doing this is, and I'll tell you why. Because if you see now, your code looks so good. You have header, you have calorie data, and you have food clicked, you have components. So suppose tomorrow, if you want that your header should not have h1, or your header should have a different color, instead of going and checking everywhere where you have put a heading and changing that style, you can just change this component, this header component, and that component will change the entire app's look and feel. Same way with h1, same way with your food pill, same way with your food clicked. So when you have different components now, it's very easy for you to think about, maintain the app as well, and think about the app as well, and anybody who's reading would know, okay, this is a header, this is a food pill, this is a food clicked. So even your app readability, your code readability improves with that. So always try to take these components out and make this look like this, how it's looking right now. So that's it. I hope this helped. Okay, any more doubts? Any doubts till now? No? Did anybody do the exercise? Code not working. Exercise 3, what happened? Nobody did the exercise? No problem. So you can always see the code here. It's working here, right? So there's no issue. So this is what props is. What you can do is you can create smaller apps. What we could have done is actually, even we could have taken this out. Let's do this. Let's take this out and say function food table, and inside food table we get calorie data, and and we return this. Now see what changes happens. If I do this, there will be errors. Okay, so calorie data is, but this will give an error. So what you need to do is, you need to do food table, and you need to say calorie data equals calorie data, calorie data. And if you do this, this works, but it says this is undefined, right? Because you're not giving it this. So what you need to put here is, you need to say table click handler equals this dot food pill click handler. And now this has, instead of this has come as prop. So just to make sure that the prop names are same, you can extract it here, and it works. See, what I'm trying to tell you is, see, the code looks so nice now. Header, food table, food clicked. Inside food table, if you go to food table, you have food pills, and all there is maps, and then you have header and you have food clicked, and you can take this all out of this file as well. So you have small components in separate files. So So you have all header, foot, table, foot click, and this is how you use props. Many a times what happens in development when you are doing React is you create something, then you think, okay, this I can take it out as a prop, as a component, and pass everything as a prop. So all your logic is here. Your state handler is here, your state is here, your data is here, and these are dumb components. These components do not have any logic. So mostly you do React development like this. You use props a lot, and if you see any React library, React uh, library with components, they all have props. Prop is the way to pass data to everything. And this is how props work, and that is it for the props for now. We wanted to do forms as well. I just want to check whether you guys are awake. Okay, see this warning before we go ahead. See this warning. This says each list should have a unique key prop. We are not providing any key here. That's why this is getting issue. So generally in our list right now, the the name is unique. So if we pass this error goes away, and it helps React to do work better. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Anyway, so we want to do more. We want to do the forms thing, but if you guys are tired, since it's too late, you want to go for lunch, we can do it next week or we can do it now. What are your thoughts? I'm listening. Put it here. What's the maximum props that can be passed? I don't know, Swapna. I've never thought about it. Maximum number of props. It's like a function, right? So you can put as many number of props. React max number of props. Never thought about it. That's a good question. Uh, so there is no such limit, but you should not have too many as well. So I don't see any max number. Any more questions? And if you want, we can move ahead to the form part, or you can go ahead and practice it more and then come back and we'll do forms later, because we started an hour late. I want to do a 2-hour session today to explain props really well, and then get into forms as well. And what I want to do is, I'll tell you what I want to do is, yeah, go ahead. And no, there will be no problem with too many props. I mean, props is just a function. As I told you in the starting, it's just a function call. So more number of values you pass, that's not a problem. It's a better way to write your code. If you see how good this looks compared to how it was looking few minutes back, or what if I put the entire code here. So even when you are coding in any other language, right, you use functions. You use you compose your logic into smaller functions and put those functions out of the main code, so that your code looks a little bit more understandable. You don't write a 300 400 line of code together. You use composable units, right? So in React, these are the composable units. The components are composable units. So practice more, practice creating these things, get some data, create this, make it beautiful. What I want to do is, we want to do a app an app. We'll create an app out of this. That's why I got the data here. We want to do a health app, so that when you say what all you clicked, it will tell you how much did you eat, and that would be awesome. Okay, so here is the thing. We are done with this today. All I'll do is, I'll code for next 20 minutes, and I'll start showing it how much calorie you have had here. So, and that is very simple. So you can watch the next 20 minutes, or you can watch the recording later, but I'll code for next 20 minutes and show, if you are clicking here, how much calorie you have burnt, how much calorie you had today. So we'll do, let's see how many calories, and this will be an app for you. And here it is. So instead of food clicked, we'll say total total calorie, and we'll say this dot state dot total calorie, total calorie equals this dot state dot total calorie. Now it will give an error because the total calorie is not there, so what we'll do is we'll say total calorie equals 0. Total calorie is not defined, no problem. That is what we are going to define here, total calorie, and you will have food clicked total calorie. Okay, now is there something on chat? Sir, can you use VS Code offline, but because this online version is really buggy, one moment nothing is working, other version refresh works fine. It's okay, Arench, use whatever you want to use, it's fine. I'm going to use this because this way you can always see what code I am doing instead of me git pushing, pulling and all of this. And can we pass components in the props? Yes, Swapna, we can do that. That's a good question. Please plan to teach Redux. See, you will understand Redux only when you understand React. Problem is people want to jump from this thing to that thing, this library, that library, but you will not form the understanding if you keep doing that. And that's why a lot of people in React ecosystem, they struggle with the basics because they have not done a lot of simple coding which is required. Okay, so coming back to this, now if you click on this, it will just set the name, this start state dot total calorie for click this name. Why is this not happening? For clicked total calorie, this start for names, no name. What's happening? Refresh it. Again. So if you do foot pill, foot click handler, foot pill click handler, and you have this start one pill click handler. So if you see here, it is on click name. Now it should return name. Why is it not returning name? Okay, let me see if it's console.log. What did I do? Half the time I'm debugging my code only. So yeah, it's coming. Name butter. Name. Oh, it's coming as an. It's coming name as butter. Then why is it not showing here? Foot clicked. Oh, you see what I did? So I had to set this state. Instead of this, I was setting this state still. So if I changing the state name, it should be like this, right? So if you do now, yes, you see butter banana, but we don't want this. We don't want to show the name. We want to show how many calories we consume today. It's very simple, right? If you click on odd food, instead of passing the name, what you pass is calories. Okay, and here instead of putting, so now if you do dt, and if you do total calorie, just see this, it's very simple. If you put this, you will see 45, 50, 45, 150. But what you want, you don't want just the number, you want the total calorie, right? So what you will do is you will say your total calorie for today, and take this, and say total calorie, just cleaning it up. And it says today. What you need to do is very simple thing. If you just start adding everything, it will work. So initial value is 0, new value is this. If you do this, let's see this. Now if you had one paneer and one butter, you had 195 calories today, and this is working. So you have a health app now. working for you. How you selected all names at once? This is very simple. You do this, click on something and then start pressing Control D. So if you do Control D, it starts selecting everything like this. And then once you have selected, you can edit it all like this or like this and then save it. Anyway, so now you have a health app working for you. What I would ask you to do is use Bootstrap, make this beautiful and share it with me. But you see, if you click, you will see how much calorie you had today. Looks good. This is what I want to do today. I Next thing which we want to do is put a search here, but for that we need to understand how forms work. And since we started late, I want to cut the session off now and start on right time next time and finish all of this. Cool. Good. Thank you guys, thank you for attending, and let's see who makes this more beautiful. This is just HTML, nothing else. You have to put some CSS, and I would say put this on top. Start seeing how much calorie you are eating in a day, and your data is anyway here. This is all saved. Sorry, this is all saved, and this is all here. Okay, have fun, make this beautiful. Also, one thing is, play with this. Once you are done with that, if you deploy from here, the reason I was doing code sandbox is, if you click on deploy here and once you are signed in and you say deploy now, your code is deployed, so your React app is on the cloud now. Okay, so if you go here, it's still deploying, and continue with GitHub. So yes, I am Dhanil Pratap. So it's deploying. Just it will take like 10-15 seconds and it will deploy your so I'll show you this entire code which you are seeing is here now. So you can create everything in code sandbox and deploy it from here. You can even put here in your GitHub, you can create a new repository and put it here as well. So let me see if it's deployed. Just docs link once, it's here, everything is here, all the links are here. Okay, this is why, and I'll share it in the description as well, so don't worry about it. Okay, okay, so now it's deployed. See, this is the React app. If you go and inspect and open it like this, see, this is working. How many calories you had today? Banana and a cooked cereal. See, you all can open this because it's deployed now. You can see the link now here. You go ahead and see it in the chat. And this is how you can deploy. People, you were cursing me all the time, why code sandbox, why not code sandbox? Because of this. I always tell you, have some trust. I save things for the last, but no, you will not have trust. It's okay. So have fun coding, have fun deploying your React apps, make this app, deploy, and we'll learn search next. I want to put search here so that we don't see all of this data, and then we will have an app ready. Just put some CSS, it will work. Cool. Thank you guys, have fun, bye. You too, you guys have good day too. Bye, see you.